And first of all, before I start doing things, I need to be able to touch her leg with her keeping her foot on the ground, and me be able to touch her leg all the way to the ground. Okay? If she won't keep her foot on the ground, don't try to pick it up. Because sometimes people will be like, oh, they'll touch their leg and the horse picks its leg up. Be like, oh, look, he already picks his leg up for me. But then you can't touch their legs all the way to the ground. Okay? Is there going to be a time where you want to be able to touch their legs and then keep their legs on the ground? Yes. Okay? So I have to be able to do that first. Some of these horses won't have had their legs messed with a lot. You'll be able to see when you see their feet. Okay? And when you go to touch them down below here, what are they going to do? Anybody know what they do? Nobody? They take their leg away and then like curl it under them. Anybody know why they do that? Yeah, they're protecting themselves. Y'all ever watch them play? What do they do when they play? Yeah, they go for the legs. Okay? If you haven't ever seen them do it, you need to observe more. Because they'll go for their legs, and what they do is they reach down, they bite at each other's legs, and so what they'll do is they'll pull that leg underneath them to protect them. Now, and it's okay if they do that. What you need to do is you just need to keep rubbing at this spot until they do what? Until they put their foot down. Then you take your hand away. Okay? And then you go some more until they'll keep it on the ground all the way to where I can touch them all the way to the ground. Does that make sense? Do the same thing in the back end. Okay. Now, I want to teach my horse to pick their foot up. I'm not going to wrestle with this horse. I know a lot of you are taught to unweight your horse's leg before you pick the foot up, which is fine. What you need to be aware of is if I do that to unweight my horse's foot and they lift up and they move away, they lift up, that's good. But if I do that and they move away, and then after they move away, initially they lean, what will happen is yeah, don't worry about me either, is that they'll start leaning on you. So initially they'll move away and then they'll lean. Okay? So I want my horse to learn how to respond and pick their foot up when I touch them at a certain spot. Okay? If I ask for something, okay, that annoys her. She picked her foot up, right? Okay. You can use the chestnuts here. Some horses, this is a pretty sensitive horse. Don't let her fight it. She goes the wrong way. We can keep her still. Some horses are sensitive enough, which is this horse is, that you can probably just touch her chestnut and she'll pick her foot up. She's pretty sensitive, so it doesn't take that much. Others, it's going to take more. Okay? Once you learn to pick that foot up, then I get a hold of the foot. Okay? She relaxes, I let her have it back. We can walk back over here. I'm not going to try to set her foot on the ground. Why would I not try to set her foot on the ground?
Because it teaches them to put weight on you and make it fall.
What they usually do when you start to set their foot on the ground, anybody ever done this, where you go to set on the ground and you feel them drop that shoulder? And they'll start to do that, and then what they start doing to your farriers and you while you're trying to clean out their feet, they'll start to do that. If you just let them have their foot back, you know what they're going to learn to do? Stand on the other three, right? They're going to learn to keep those other 3 feet on the ground because they don't know when suddenly the other one's going to disappear, right? Okay, we'll go back to this other side. We can turn her where she faces parallel like them. Now as a holder, you're very important to this process. If you're just standing there not paying attention, then you can cause the person who's trying to work on the leg a lot of problems. Okay, so when we do pick it up, we get a hold of the hoof. Why do we get a hold of the hoof?
Because they can't pull away as easily. Because you're flexing the leg.
Okay, you be quiet. You're okay. I'm only telling you that because you've heard this before. Somebody else tell me.
Because they can't get away because you're flexing the leg.
And why?
Because they don't have the leverage to pull up.
Okay, because they don't have the strength in their leg to pull it away, right? Okay, because they don't have, because their extensors run down the front of their leg and they can't pull that away. So if I get a hold of that hoof, and this mare is so sensitive, all I gotta do is touch her now, and she picks that foot up, right? Okay, now she got it away, so now I'm gonna have to, okay. There's a hoof pick in that bucket there. So I need to be able to pick their feet up. Her to stand relaxed. I need to be able to clean her feet out. And if she goes to try to take her foot away, I don't pull harder. She needs her feet done.
Yeah.
Okay? And I am going to build on the amount of time that I keep that leg up. Okay? Because a horse, you have to do that. If you make them stay too long and they start then trying to take it away, then you're going to teach them to take it away because they get tired. Okay? So we can get to where we can pick them up their feet, clean their feet out. The hind leg, usually what I'll do is I'll put my hand on their hip, okay, and I'll run my hand down the back leg. Again, just like I do the front. How do I know if I can do it or not? Gotta try, right? Who knows? I've never picked this mare's feet up before. Who knows? We don't know until we try, right? So now I'm gonna ask her, and what I do is I lift that leg, just put a little bit of pressure till she gives it and it comes up. Okay. Now I'm gonna ask her again. And that's okay. I'll lift that leg. I'm just gonna start to where I can just lift that leg up. Okay. Now the next time I go down, I'm gonna lift that leg. I'm gonna get that toe. And when I get that toe, I'm gonna go underneath. Okay. And I'm gonna stretch her. I'm not gonna stretch her out real far, but I'm not gonna pull on her. I'm gonna walk out as she relaxes. Okay? And you wanna make sure you stay in line. And then again, when I'm done, just gonna let her have her leg back. Okay? But it was my idea to give it back. Any questions so far? Okay. Let's put her facing this way again. Where she's on this side.
Yeah, move her right now.
Other side.
Oh,
yeah. So, once you can pick their feet up and clean their feet out, that's a good start, right? Okay. What's the fair you're going to have to do to get her feet trimmed?
We'll have to take them to the front.
Okay. So she picks their foot up. Farrier's going to have to do this. When they do that, they're going to rub them and touch them places. Touch them in their belly. Okay, they're going to have to do that. If you're not willing to do that, should you be asking anybody else to do that? No. Okay? The other thing you're going to have to do is just like Anna said with their leg, is you're going to have to be able, and we'll see how she is, and I just start with just a little bit. And getting her to just kind of relax, because they're going to have to bring that leg forward and set it either on their leg or on a hoof stand, okay? So that front leg, and you're going to start, a little bit. You're not going to be able to just rip their leg on out there, okay? They'll be a little bit unsure about it.